This is the Turf Zone Podcast, your central information and news hub, bringing together professionals from turf associations across multiple states to share things to help you in your business. Brought to you in partnership with our friends at the New England Sports Turf Managers Association. Now, let's get in the zone.
Welcome to the Turf Zone. In this episode, we feature a member spotlight on Ryan Bjorn, Field Superintendent at Gillette Stadium, Kraft Sports LLC in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Ryan studied landscape design and ornamental horticulture at Vermont Technical College before attending Stockbridge School of Agriculture for Turfgrass Management. He also attended UMass Amherst in the Plant and Soil Science program. We asked Ryan some questions, and this is what he had to say. How did you get started in the sports turf industry? I worked at Fenway Park from 2007 to 2010 while I was in school at UMass. I also worked one summer at the Wainwright Complex in South Portland, Maine. After the Red Sox season finished in 2010, I joined John Bankson at Gillette and worked there until I was offered a position as assistant turf manager in training at the Maryland Soccerplex in March of 2011. While there, I worked my way up and eventually took over as Director of Grounds in 2014. In August of 2019, I accepted the job of Field Superintendent here at Gillette Stadium. Who were your mentors? I have been extremely lucky to have learned from some of the best in the industry throughout my career. From Dave Meller, Jason Griffith, now at Daytona International Speedway, and Weston Applefeller, while at Fenway Park, who's now at Austin FC in the MLS, to my brief time working with John Bankson at Gillette, and also Jared Minnick at the Maryland Soccerplex, I am forever grateful for all of the lessons I learned from these professionals. What's the best business advice you've ever received? It was probably when I was deciding whether to make the leap, pack up my entire life, and move to Maryland for my first full-time job. It meant getting outside of my comfort zone and living away from friends and family. But a colleague gave me the courage to take the chance. If I hadn't listened, I don't think I would be where I am today. What is the next game changer you see on the horizon? The next thing to make a major difference will be data-driven decision-making. It has already started to be used, and some great researchers, universities, and industry professionals have really started to dig into what is possible when you use data to drive your agronomics, cultural practices, wear patterns, etc. The improvements in efficiency that can be made are really exciting, and I hope that people in this industry embrace the change instead of sticking to, we have always done it this way and it's worked just fine. Can you share a bit about your family life and what you enjoy doing in your free time? My incredible wife gave up everything in Maryland to allow me to pursue my dream here in Massachusetts. I will be forever grateful to her for supporting me throughout this process. We have the best dog anyone could ask for, Boyd, and love having moments to relax and unwind whenever we can get a break from the grind, especially when that means heading up to southern Maine for a weekend at the beach or lake. What advice would you share with people starting out in sports turf management today? Never be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. I think that a lot of us as sports turf managers fall back on certain practices and strategies that we're comfortable with, but don't necessarily advance ourselves or our industry as a whole. We need fresh ideas to help us tackle new challenges. What have you enjoyed most about being a NESTMA member? I would absolutely not be in the position I am in today if it wasn't for being involved with NESTMA while at UMass. The network I was able to build and maintain while living in Maryland, the great people that make up the membership and their willingness to help one another, it truly is a great organization. I'm happy to be back in New England and to be a member again. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also visit us at theturfzone.com.
You've been listening to The Turf Zone. For more episodes of The Turf Zone, visit theturfzone.com and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app.